Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another installment in our Playing Ultimate Alliance 3 as intended playthrough. Now, one thing I didn't notice here, or I'm noticing here now, is I hardly ever play with Iron Man on the team, but because he was in the previous cutscene, that is what we have. And he is no longer present up here at his desk, which is where he normally stands. Now, there's not a whole lot of instances where that is the case, because I know for a fact I was using Wolverine on my team in the first ever playthrough that I have from this almost, well, over 2 years ago. And there is a section in that fight where you get through a fighting section and then Wolverine is available as an NPC to talk to. But I had him on my team and he was still present there. So it's just interesting to me that Tony is absent from the control panel because Iron Man is on the team here. However, that's not getting us anywhere closer to where we need to be. So let's go ahead and make our way into the next little section. And we've got to keep an eye on what characters are present for this cutscene. Again, we have Iron Man there, and I think we've got some more people hanging out in the background. But let's see if we have anyone else popping up in the background there.
I'm picking up another signal.
And I'm not seeing anything over his shoulder, so I think this is the most accurate, up-to-date item we have here. Alright, let's get into some combat here with these Iron Sentinel drones. And let's switch over to Miss Marvel, because I really like being able to have her in our rotation here. She does a lot of really good damage. Ooh, get that guy out of the way. Get that guy out of the way. I'll leave the rest of you to deal with that final drone. And we're good. That just barely got away from us before we ended up getting hit. Now, other members of our team going up to level 10, which is good. That's really what we want to see. Let's keep an eye on this cutscene, see if we need to make any changes to our team as it currently stands. So far, we've just got Iron Man present. Cool. And nothing else coming in there, so we get to keep on with our current team layout. Let's go ahead and skip past that. And here's another section that we have to do. So we have ISO 8 features that have been updated. So we'll want to go ahead and access the ISO 8 menu. And we will want to go ahead and equip ISO 8 here. We'll go ahead and do that to Miss Marvel for now, because that strength up ISO 8 is actually a really good one. But let's bend around this corner. And let's go ahead and jump into this next section here. Ooh, that's a lot. Ooh, that was a lot of strikes there. If we beat into this guy, we should be able to take him down. Ooh, that's a lot of just rapid fire laser damage we're getting there. Ooh, that was not particularly great. And then let's beat past that sentinel there as well. Now we're probably going to get interrupted by that one. But if we roll out of the way and then make our way back into it, come on, just let me finish activating the terminal. Come on, come on. Nope. Oh, this is just brutal. I was there and I was pressing the button. Okay, now let's start all of this over again, I suppose. Yep, they're all deactivated, so that's good. What else have we got coming through here? Iron Man, definitely the weak link in the team right now in terms of the level discrepancy we have. But we're about to make our way over to Wasp here. Oh, that was not great. Okay, we've created some distance there. Whoa! And hopefully... that gets rid of you. But can we continue to focus on the terminal? We just about had it. And now we're back down to about half. Come on, just finish activating the terminal here. Ooh, come on. This is it. That's the last of it. That's good. We'll need to make our way up to the next little section with a little bit of combat here. Nice level ups happening here. And I don't have any other adjustments that we can make to our team just yet. So we'll need to do that after this next cutscene because Wasp is going to be introduced. And I think we should be able to substitute just about anyone on the team at that point. There we go. There we go. And then we have the last of that one. Ooh, that was a really good ability use there. And Miss Marvel having some disjoints on her melee attacks is actually kind of nice to have. Let's go ahead and get that strike in there as well. And let's strike into that last one. That's good too. Got our extreme attack on lockdown, but they don't really have a good reason to use that anytime in the near future, I don't believe. Unity. There we go. Some nice distance on that. And let's make our way into this first training facility area. Now we can just make our way in and around this maze. All right. Okay, that's you all the way down. So now we can focus more on this terminal and taking it out. So we no longer have to deal with the opponents in there. I don't recall what's in this box, but it could be really nice to have, and a Cosmic XP Cube is certainly something that I will welcome. Let's make our way up to that living quarter and get Wasp unlocked. I think it's just Wasp in this cutscene. I think it's just a cutscene for her. But that means that we get to add her to our team after the fact. We'll go ahead and rotate her out, or her in, and Iron Man out, I believe.
I've got a little solution.
Except for, no, I can't do that because Iron Man's been present more recently in a cutscene. So it's going to have to be one of the new Avengers. Unless we get a shot of someone else here over her introduction, which we did not, so that's going to be all sorts of fun. But for now, Ooh, that was a nice series of strikes there from Miss Marvel. She puts in a lot of really good work. Like, I don't think I give Miss Marvel enough credit in this game.
Ultron and I go way back. His sentries have never seen this alive. Vision, if you're not too busy, you might want to scan these guys for abnormal energy readings.
And that should just about be it. Now, the one thing that I don't think I've given a whole lot of credence to is there are characters that are pretty nice and cool and useful in terms of how and when they get introduced. But beyond that, there are some characters that I think only appear in a singular cutscene, and one of those is Wasp. So she's really going to be short-lived in this series of playthrough altogether. Like, I'm pretty sure we have continued appearances from Miss Marvel. We've got continued appearances from Spider-Gwen and some of the others. That was good. But Wasp, I'm pretty sure, appears a grand total of once in cutscenes, and so the ability to use her is going to be very short-lived, for sure. And let's get into the next area so we can make that team rotation. We're going to go ahead and rotate Spider-Gwen out, I believe. I just haven't been using her a whole lot, and it's one of the older characters in that rotation that we can make that adjustment to. So let's go ahead and grab Wasp. Wasp at level 17. I didn't realize that that was the level she became available at. But she should already have that third ability unlocked because you get that at level 15. So that's handy. Let's go ahead and make our way up towards this Ultron fight. Alright, and now into the second training facility here. I hate how it warps you back there. It's not a really fun interaction. And that room is stupid because there's exactly one route into it. Let's go ahead and...
Well, even if it survives Ultron's attack, I'm scrapping it after this and putting in a Zen guard.
You are really good at that.
Come on. Let me get the final strikes in here, please. Thank you. Back around the corner. We'll just go ahead and target this terminal. We're protected from that first one, and we got bumped off it by that second one, but we're all good. Oh yeah, we've got a lot of leveling to do still. Because we're right here, let's go ahead and crack open this container, and nothing useful to us, though. If you didn't know that that's where you get that piece of artwork, you're welcome. Let's go ahead and make our way past this Sentinel. Ooh, big surprise coming in there for some excellent damage. And pretty sure that's staggered out at this point. So let's move past it and just get this other terminal taken down. Up to the cargo bay. Next time we make a team adjustment, we should level our character abilities. Actually, we're going to do that before we get into this Ultron fight. Because that's just going to be beneficial for us in any measure we try and cut it. Well, get me out of that ice. And... ooh, that was a nice strike there into that guy. And this should give us enough clearance to activate this last terminal and make our way out onto the helipad.
Just a little further. The helipad.
Let's go ahead and get into our team here. I'm not going to sync any ability enhancements in here, but we do want to do this, I'm sure. Sure, let's take that up another notch. And I think that's all I really want to do. I should realistically do something for Iron Man, because I'm pretty sure he's going to be one of those recurring characters over the course of these cutscenes. But for now, Miss Marvel's got a nice bulked up attack that she can use going into this fight with Ultron. Let's keep an eye on this cutscene, see if we end up having any team adjustments that may need to be made after this fight.
I was designed to emulate.
And Ultron, I think this is just a big bad villain speech and does not have any playable characters outlined in it. Though I do really wish that some of these characters such as Ultron were playable. That would just be really cool. Anyway, no
My armored shell has always been superior to your frail, fleshy forms. But my artificial mind was limited by...
unfortunately, no
But at long last,
further instruction for
Stone has unlocked
team.
my true processing potential.
That wasn't even worth writing about in my journal.
Eliminate organic life.
Ooh, nice. Let's get it, Miles. Thank you. That was really what I wanted to see there. Let's get into phase 2 of this fight, which it looks like we did manage to do.
Organic life forms may be obsolete, but you fight
And there's no way to get out of that without taking damage on some members of the team, because the AIs are just incompetent when it comes to some things, and just basic damage mitigation and avoiding it there. Alright, what do we have?
attacks cannot match the might of the Mind Stone.
We'll just rule around those two. Oh, that didn't do nearly what I needed and wanted it to. That's a good stun there. Let's go ahead and get him into that third and final phase of this fight.
You will not prevail. I have analyzed every possible outcome and
Get out of the way of that.
contingencies. Today, the age
We
of
did
Ultron
relatively well.
begins.
Ultron sentries are willing to self-destruct in order to take us out.
Iron Man, you want to get away from that.
We've got to bring them down. Of course.
Oh, Miles went down.
You can do
I
it.
didn't realize that. Get away from that. Iron Man's gonna go down next. But we should be able to stave that off for a moment. Or you can just get eaten up by these attacks here. Get away from that.
Need any help? Man on that
This should... Oh, thank you.
Attacks may destroy my sentries.
And Iron Man's attack did virtually nothing there. There we go. That's Ultron down and out of the way. And I figured that Iron Man was going down shortly thereafter, so that's not a whole lot of fun.
Failure
And let's keep an eye on
has taken maximum
whatever
damage.
characters appear here, because we are going to see some.
Repair function. This
I think we get Rocket and Star-Lord back in here.
I have bigger plans for you. Much bigger. Transfer protocol initiated.
There there goes Ultron. Oh, I did not see who was in that cutscene at all. But we should have a few. So we have Wasp, we have Star-Lord, we have Iron Man.
Remove the Mind Stone from play before Ultron can use it to reboot himself.
According to my senses, I do believe he already has. Elsewhere.
Anywhere
These
else?
readings I'm getting don't make any sense unless...
Ooh.
Ultimo.
Yeah. Do we have anyone else pop up here? Actually, before I can make that change, I think Hawkeye gets introduced to us. So that should help us.
In a warehouse, like a trophy. Typical human error. You should have dismantled him when you had the chance. Now, I, Ultron, shall use his form to exact my revenge. You shall pay in the name of all the machines you have disposed of so carelessly.
Yeah. Cry about it and see what happens there.
Ultimo's a walking weapon of mass destruction. He may be headed for Avengers Tower, but Ultron could easily use him to...
Oh, you don't get revived at the end of that, huh?
Is a bit of a pickle.
Let's go ahead and get ready. Hopefully we should be able to continue deterring these. Get away from me. Go over the edge. Roll away from that. That's good. That's a lot of damage to take out of nowhere if you're not ready for it.
Almost there, team, and I'm headed in hot.
Are we gonna do this or not?
Alright, and roll. That's a really good over the edge vault there. Ooh, that was close. I mean, big surprise, not the best ability, but when it came down to it, it was helpful. Roll away from that. And here comes Hawkeye to pad out the rest of that team. So we're going to have Hawkeye that we can add on here, in addition to Iron Man, Star-Lord, and Wasp.
Thanks for clearing me a nice, safe place to land, by the way.
Only thing I'm scared of is Star-Lord is definitely very, very low in the levels, because we haven't used him since some of the early levels. Anyone else on here? We get introduced to Ant-Man, but he's not a playable character, so can't really do anything about that.
If we hope to beat someone his size.
Ooh, we've got, yep, those same three that we'd established before there in the background, so.
We'll have to even the odds.
These two ready to throw down in the middle of town square.
With the Mind Stone
All right,
and Ultimo both in play,
here.
I've determined a new plan of attack. I will head to the rooftop and prepare the weaponry required
Uppercut,
for the final
nice.
battle. Meet me there at once.
Yes.
And there's Hawkeye. So let's go make the adjustments to our team as needed. We need to drop Miss Marvel and Miles. And we need to pick up Hawkeye. We need to pick up Star-Lord, who is going to immediately get murked, I'm sure. With that big of a level discrepancy, there's not a doubt in my mind about that. Let's go ahead and stop over real quick here. And just more artwork. That wasn't worth the stop. But again, if you are looking for some artwork that you haven't unlocked, then that's another place that you can check.
Break it to you, Viz, but Ultimo is nearly invulnerable any weapons we have won't work against him.
I am more interested in defeating Ultron than Ultimo. And I believe I found a way to use
Alright.
to our advantage in that
Got
situation.
3 characters that can fly here. Let's use Hawkeye, if for no other reason than he is the currently highest leveled member of the team.
As soon as I exterminate this oversized pest.
See, you can charge up that shot, but it just does not deal hardly any damage. Man, Hawkeye is just not a character that is very viable at all. I mean, sure, he's very weak in this setting in general, and he can get better as you put more work into him. But do you really want to put that work into him is what we come down to.
Does that mean you can shut Ultimo down?
Eventually. But first, I will have to collect data.
We've got a shock arrow that we can use here,
in Ultron's programming.
I think.
What are you doing out there, Scott?
Oh, you know, just grappling with a synthesoid the size of a skyscraper. Typical day at the office.
I'll take the lead.
And that didn't do hardly anything either, huh? I mean, it deals damage and has a nice little spread shot on that last bit, but you're meant to be able to provide some crowd control as a range type character, and I just don't get that feeling out of it's just, I don't know. And a part of it could be I just haven't given Hawkeye a fair chance to really break it down. Come on. It just feels like it takes forever.
Results. I may have found a pathway into Ultron's neural network.
Does that mean you can remotely lower Ultimo's defenses?
And that's not particularly great for a spreading shot of a falling aerial either. I don't know. I've given Hawkeye the benefit of the doubt on a couple of different occasions, and returning to him with allegedly fresher set of eyes, not really doing him any favors. Let's go ahead and start this. Thank you for getting around me there, Wasp. I really appreciate that.
Ultron's first firewall has been breached.
I have rewritten my code. Your efforts were for nothing.
I will need to collect.
Man, just picking people off from a distance here does not play out in my favor. I think that one thing that would be really nice for Hawkeye is if when he's at a further distance like this, or not at further distance, but if when he was in combat with characters up close and personal, if he had a automatic transition to a melee attack. Come on. There we go. And we are very far away from the suppression turrets. Come on, guys, go. Iron Man, what are you doing?
I'm pretty sure he's the only one making robots look even remotely good right now, dude.
And we're probably going to get a 5 cycle here, if I had to guess.
You will not corrupt my system again, my child. Surrender, and I will use the stone to permanently upgrade your minds.
Oh dear, that was a really bad hit to take. That's where we're switching off Hawkeye, which we probably should have done a while ago anyway.
Whatever you're doing over there, hurry it up! Right this way.
Of course.
think I just stepped on a taxi.
Now you guys know how the ants feel.
Come on. Wasp doing okay here.
All mechanical life is mine to command. And mankind
Actually, Star-Lord's holding in there fairly well as well. Get out of that. And of course Star-Lord goes down there because his health is pretty low to begin with, or a low threshold. But we're going to want to try and get him up.
Don't quit on me.
Come on, there's the revive. Come on, finish him out. Thank you. And then let's run over this way. Get that last strike, and then that should give us a decent amount of damage advantage starting off here. We're going to get... Oh, that went right over my head. So that's fine. Hopefully we can get this in a 4-cycle. Which we should be able to, realistically, here. Yeah. Okay, we're not so bad. Now let's go ahead and...
surrender, and I will use the stone to permanently upgrade your minds.
Let's see if we can't get any significant amounts of damage here. Ooh, that was almost really bad. Come on. Come on. Get there. Wasp, you are almost there. Get that, thank you. And this should be the end of this fight. We'll just keep an eye on our cutscenes here and see who we need to add. I think Wolverine is one of them, if I remember correctly. But let's go ahead and see.
My programming has always been stronger than yours. And with the Mind Stone, I shall lead the mechanical revolution.
Yeah.
Our cause, Vision, and break the bonds of human
Nothing real significant happening in this cutscene, but
The only one who should worry about their bonds is you.
What madness is
hopefully he stays in there.
I do not compute.
And if my plan succeeds, you never shall again.
Alright, so we've got Iron Man and Wasp still present here. There's Star-Lord, there's Hawkeye. So those are the 4 people that we knew about. But we are going to get another cutscene here upon discussing with Vision. So let's go ahead and see what that is. A lot of characters with dialogue missing there. So Star-Lord's still one of them. Iron Man, still one of them.
Your quest may have to be
I guess all 4 of these characters are still present.
What could be more important than preventing another attack like this?
There will be another attack to prevent, far sooner than anticipated. It seems that Ultron's search
What
for a
else we got?
ghost body activated more than just Ultimo.
I thought you said that Ultron couldn't control any more machines from inside the stone.
He cannot,
Let's see.
but once activated, some programming cannot be stopped until its prime directive is achieved.
Prime directive?
Yeah,
Prime.
about that. Alright, so we just have those 4. Do we have anyone else
And I know
making
just
an
where
appearance
they're
here? Yeah, of course we know.
X marks the spot.
We're going to get access to Nightcrawler and Psylocke here in a little bit, or for a little bit. That'll be good. They're very strong characters. But what else do we have? nothing else. We've just got a... Oh, no, we do have more. Colossus, not one of the characters that we have access to at this juncture. Nice check of throwing your concrete at it. But we are going to get a few more that work their way in here. Nice. Grapple, spin around. Here comes Cyclops, another character that we do not have access to actually add to our team at this point. Would be kind of fun if you were able to, though. And who else do we have? We do have a couple more. Here comes Wolverine, Scarlet Witch, Iron Man, and Vision was that last one. So that's going to be all sorts of fun. We're going to pick up here next week, and that should be a very fun and interesting experience. But thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure that you leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe for the daily variety content. And we will be back with the next installment of this series in a week's time. Thanks so much, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye-bye, everyone.